Okay, so I had this dream, right? I was watching Breaker Morant, even though I've never seen Breaker Morant. For those of you who don't know, this is Breaker Morant. Maybe it's just me, or I find it weird that I dream about films that I haven't watched yet. Strangely enough, in the dream I was watching this film, but in the dream the film was different to what I was expecting from this film, but I wouldn't know because in the dream I hadn't watched it yet, and in real life I hadn't watched it yet, which is really surreal because in the dream, this film in particular, Breaker Morant, which is an Aussie film you ought to watch if you're interested in Aussie films, suddenly turns into Wake and Fright, where Breaker Morant starts walking around the desert drinking booze. By the way, for those of you who don't know, this is Wake and Fright, which strangely enough is directed by the same director who brought you Weekend at Bernie's. By the way, the trailer for Wake and Fright is, in my opinion, the greatest trailer tagline ever made. What happened to John Grant? The Outback happened to John Grant. So as you're probably guessing, these two movies are utterly different in every way. Mainly because this movie kind of contains more gambling and drunkenness than this movie. Or at least that's what I'm told. I haven't seen this one, but I have seen this one, but this film may surprise me. So in this dream I was like, I'm gonna watch this film. And then my mom's like, well, this film isn't what I expected. And I was like, what are you expecting? This is Breaker Morant. And she's like, this isn't Breaker Morant. And I was like, what? So essentially, I woke up after that. But I didn't wake up in this place here. I woke up into another dream where I thought I was here, but really I was just waking up to something else. Something that wasn't real. And for some reason, I was wearing sunglasses in this dream. Yeah, outside it was like, you know those dust storms that happened about 2 years back where the whole sky was red and there was dust flying everywhere? It was like Mad Max all over again. But it wasn't Mad Max. It was just my reliving of my memory of what had happened in real life, where I just went out to get book, and that was it. So those were the dreams I had last night. But I'm going to tell you about this weird one that I remember. It was so vivid, man, that I still remember it clearly even to this day. So I was having that dream where I was having to escape from Jurassic Park, again, as you do. Some men dream about monsters chasing them that they've had since their childhood. Me, I dream about having to escape from Jurassic Park, which has been a dream that has happened to me recurringly for so long that it's actually become a lucid dream where I'm self-aware of what's going on. And in the dream I'm like, oi, again with the raptors. And at this point everybody else has escaped the park except me. But I have a bargaining chip on my sleeve that I have never used in a previous dream where I had to escape from Jurassic Park. Yeah, so the raptors can actually speak in this dream, and they're like, there's a human, go get him! And I'm like, guys, we can sort this out. May I interest you in bargaining with how can I put this to a reasonable customer? I'm going to give you, velociraptors, superpowers with the power of fanfiction, if you let me live. So they're like, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal. I think I'm going to buy these fanfiction superpowers from you, you nice little human, you. And they're like, hey, wanna hang out with us? And I'm like, okay, just don't eat me. So we're like hanging out together, like Yo, I hear these Stegosaurus is like... It gets a bit hazy there. I think there was something in there about a Stegosaurus. Yeah, there definitely was. At least one of the rides was about a Stegosaurus. And after that, a whole lot of weird stuff happened in the Jurassic Park dream that I don't remember, but I remember it being strange. Ugh. It was like... It was as if the Velociraptors had suddenly become characters from Clerks, but they weren't Jay and Silent Bob. They were like the extras from Clerks who don't have much of a role in the movie, but they're there and they have dialogue. But it's weird, man. And that's pretty much all I got for this episode. If you like it, leave some comments and I'll do more of these Dream Theater vlogs, complete with jump cuts, because I had to do more than one take.
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. Someone shut the fence off in the rain. I admit it's kinda eerie, but this proves my chaos theory.